In the rap game, loyalty is everything, but sometimes the biggest danger isn't the opposition, it's the people standing right next to you. From childhood friends to trusted crew members, history has shown that some rappers didn't fall because of rivals, but because of insiders who knew their moves, their locations, and their weaknesses. Whether it was jealousy, money, pressure from the streets, or self-preservation, these setups turned success into tragedy. Today, we're breaking down the stories of rappers who were allegedly set up by their own affiliates, and how betrayal became deadlier than beef. Channel 5 Dub was a rising young rapper from the Dallas-Fort Worth, Texas scene, known for his raw street-influenced style and early involvement in the local drill wave. His music carried a gritty, energetic delivery that resonated in his neighborhood and among listeners who followed underground Texas rap. He started gaining attention through SoundCloud and YouTube, dropping tracks that showcased his aggressive flow and confident presence. Songs like Nike, Go Yayo Dis, NBC Flow, and several freestyle-style releases helped him build an online buzz. His music often included references to local conflicts and neighborhood identity, which made him stand out within the competitive and vibrant Dallas-Fort Worth rap environment. While his catalog was still small, he showed clear potential, earning a growing following and appearing on local platforms that highlighted emerging artists. Fans noted that he had the charisma and hunger of a rapper who was just beginning to break through. Tragically, his career was cut short before he could fully develop his sound or expand his reach. February 24, 2020, J-Dub was found in the front yard of a home on the city's southeast side around 6:30 a.m. with a gunshot to the head and was pronounced dead on the scene. Word on the street is J-Dub and his friends were on a drill and his homies accidentally shot him and left him for dead. The gruesome aftermath of J-Dub's shooting was streamed on Instagram Live and the video has been since re-uploaded on YouTube. It shows the slain rapper lying lifeless on the grass, in a pool of his own blood. He was reportedly found with a gun laying next to him. In the video, police and paramedics can be seen behind yellow tape, working on the crime scene. David Garcia, age 19, which was one of J-Dub's friends at the scene of the crime, was arrested and faces a charge of murder in the fatal shooting of 17-year-old J-Dub. Rod K was an emerging Jacksonville rapper known in the underground scene for his raw delivery, gritty street storytelling, and strong presence within the city's newer wave of drill-influenced artists. His music often reflects the realities of growing up in some of Chicago's toughest environments, mixing pain, energy, and authenticity. He was not as mainstream as big Jacksonville names, like Folio and Ace, but within the local circles he was gaining traction for his unique tone and the emotional intensity behind his verses. On November 21, 2020 in Jacksonville, Florida, a man in his 20s was found dead Saturday morning inside a parked car on Ribald Scenic Drive. According to the Jacksonville Sheriff's Office, police were called to the area around 11:15 a.m. after reports of a possible shooting. They found Rod K inside the car, and Jacksonville Fire and Rescue personnel arrived and pronounced him no more. It all began a while back when a friend of Rod K, who went by the name Spaz, got killed over a drug territory. Basically what happened with Rod K was him and his friends were spinning in the hilltops trying to catch the person responsible for Spaz's murder. They caught the guy who did it and shot him and another person, although they survived, but in the act they shot Rod K. However, after Rod K was shot in the car he would die of his injuries and they dumped him on a random street in a random car where he was found dead. Before becoming the latest in a long line of promising drill rappers to emerge from New York City, Nas EBK grew up around 158th and 3rd Avenue. Nas began his life as an aspiring basketball player and in his teenage years, he played for the Eagle Academy School in New York, winning a championship in his freshman year. After that first season, he was recruited by a prep school out in Pennsylvania which would force him to reclassify as a freshman yet again. Unfortunately, only a few months into this new environment, Nas would find himself in a physical altercation with another student, leading to his expulsion from the school and the eventual dissolution of his dream of becoming a professional basketball player. All things considered, it was a pretty tragic turn of events because Nas had enough talent to attend a Division I school. Instead, the street life would come calling around the age of 15, throwing his life into chaos and turmoil for the next few years. During this period of his life, you could find Nas hanging around the Cortlandt projects in the Bronx, but he'd eventually migrate away from that area and post up in the block known as South Side after getting betrayed and robbed by friends from his former hood. Several short videos feature PJ Glizzy saying he robbed Nas EBK and describing the incident.
Like, why you even trying to talk about my niggas? You is Pop, bro. Like, no funny shit, bro. Like, what you ever do, bro? Like, no funny shit. Bro, I robbed you, bro. I'ma keep it a buck. I robbed you, gang. You ain't do shit about it. And I'm in a Rose right now. You still ain't do nothing about it. I'm in the same place that you could catch me every day. In the Rose, Nas EBK, you're a bum. Stop mentioning me, bro. Nah, no funny shit, bro. You gonna get me mad, bro. Like, you DOA, I'm DOAK. Like, y'all niggas is getting split back to back to back. Leave me alone. Nobody care about you. You talking about me and a Harold Preston. You never even stepped.
Nas will comment on the matter saying this.
Take us through that whole situation. Take us through the situation.
Feel me? Shit like this, like, I'm gonna put it like this: the best way in the most understanding way possible. Niggas was my friends. I put my trust in them. And shit like that happens. No op ever did anything to me. No op could say they did something to me. No op could say they beat me up. No op could say they touched me. None of that. None of that. Those people were my friends. Then they became my op. So it's like they making it seem like they this. Like, no, nigga, y'all was my mans. We was cool. We was in the same crib. We was going to tellies. We was fucking bitches. We was doing all types of shit. So it's like, stop trying to act like something is not. Y'all were my friends. Like, you get what I'm trying to say? Niggas was in the same crib. Shit, like, I could really talk about it. But that's why I don't fuck with those niggas no more. Feel me? Shy K, all these niggas that I named that I was cool with, E-Dot, all these niggas. Cause niggas was broke. Now they got deals and shit. They trying to act like something they not. Flexing all this money, doing this, doing that, talking shit about niggas doing this and doing that. I remember 2 years ago, niggas was broke. Niggas was trying to get a pound of weed and shit. Ruining friendships and doing all types of extra shit, weird shit that you would even, feel me?
They both were from the same crew, Original Guns, or OGZ, street gang, which is based in the Bronx, New York. Members of the OGZ engaged in, among other things, narcotics trafficking and other acts of violence, including murder. After his fallout with the OGZ, that's where and when Nas would meet fellow rapper K Flock, someone who would come to play a huge part in his musical success. In the years before he started making music, Nas used his reputation around the hood to build a massive following on social media, and to hear him tell it, he says he already had around 10,000 followers on Instagram well before he ever created his first song. Nas was arrested in connection to the murder of 22-year-old Idrissa Sebi. Nas was picked up in New Jersey on March 10, 2023, before being transferred back to Midtown for his arrest. At around 5:37 p.m. on February 9, 2023, Nas allegedly got into an argument with Sebi at the corner of 44th Street and 8th Avenue in Times Square. The argument escalated and Valenzuela allegedly shot Sebi, striking him on the right side of his chest. Sebi tried to flee but ultimately collapsed after making it a block to Chick-fil-A. Police say that MS repeatedly attempted to revive Sebi at the scene with CPR before he was taken to Mount Sinai West, where he succumbed to his injuries. Police sources say that Nas and Sebi were known to each other and that Sebi was the intended target. Nas was charged with murder in the second degree. Lil 50, a 15-year-old. He began releasing music in early 2022. He engages with fans on Instagram where he posts fashion and lifestyle photos. He was part of the Chicago gang called PGF. PGF, Psycho Gang Family, is a gang operating out of West Englewood in Southside Chicago. Their main territory is 59th and Paulina. They are constantly at war with their ops from back of the yards, which is nearby. In October 2024, Lil 50 was standing in an alley in Trap City Hood on 66th and Champlain waiting on someone, when he was approached by an unknown offender. A slight struggle began when the offender fired several shots at him before fleeing on foot. At least 10 shell casings were found, along with a red book bag, Lil 50's other belongings in the alley. He was transported to Comer Children's Hospital with wounds to the abdomen and left leg and later pronounced dead. It is believed it was a situation involving a stolen gun. It is believed that Lil 50 was waiting on Lil Tay, the guy who allegedly stole Lil 50's gun, so rumors are circulating saying that Lil 50 was waiting to get back his gun from Lil Tay. Instead of giving back the gun when he arrived, Lil Tay shot Lil 50 on the leg and abdomen, leading to Lil 50's demise. R.I.P. to a youngin', but sometimes in these streets you better let go of your pride. 50 would still be alive today had he just let it go and not went back.
Units over here now.
You can hear police dispatch audio right there revealing officers were met with a large crowd when they arrived on scene last night. According to police, the shooting happened just before 8:30 in the city's Woodlawn neighborhood. CPD says the boy was standing in an alley near 66th and Champlain when someone opened fire, hitting him in the chest and left leg. On scene, investigators blocked off an alleyway as they documented and canvassed for other evidence. At least 16 evidence markers were down on the ground, and you could see shell casings and other personal belongings, including clothing.
650 Lil Mike is a rapper coming out of Chicago's South Side, associated with the 650 street-focused artists who blend raw storytelling with energetic drill production movement, which is tied to the broader drill scene. He represents a younger wave of while he isn't mainstream, he's built a name in the underground scene for his gritty delivery and authenticity. Lil Mike grew up in Chicago, surrounded by the same pressures and realities many drill artists talk about: neighborhood tension, street politics, and trying to find a lane through music. Like many in the drill era, music became a way to express what he saw daily, giving his sound a mix of realism and emotional weight. If you guys are familiar with the Chicago rap scene, Lil Mike was a close friend of the late rapper 800 TJ. Both Mike and TJ backdoored G. Kane, robbing him of his gun. Kane would take out TJ the following day, retrieving his gun back, but Kane would get arrested for taking out TJ. Just a few months after TJ's passing, Mike survived a shot to the face after a friend of his got in the backseat of his car and attempted to kill him from behind. Lil Mike's girlfriend was in the passenger seat, she was also shot in the head. In the backseat with the shooter were Mike's siblings, his 3-year-old sister, and his 9-year-old brother. Luckily, the shooter got out of the car and escaped without harming the kids, but unfortunately, Mike's girlfriend was not as lucky and passed away on the spot. Mike was rushed to the hospital, where he was able to recover fully, but he lost an eye during the shooting.
Peoples, man, I heard it was some backdoor activity. They say a person that was in the car with a woman and a man with their kids in the back shot the man and the woman. The woman ain't make it. The man was in the passenger seat. He got his eye shot out. It was some backdoor activity. The person in the back shot him. Whoever was in the back seat of their car shot them and killed them right here. They ain't touched the babies though. They tried to they tried to bring the woman back, but she was gone. Resuscitate. It was some backdoor activity, man. That go the car right there. Whoever was in the back, they say shot them. The woman was driving, and the man was in the passenger seat. Whoever was in the back shot them both.
Mike is truly blessed to be alive. I wish he could leave the streets and focus on his music. BG Lil Pat is an underground rapper from Chicago connected to the M Block side, a small neighborhood-based group that appears in the broader drill movement. While he has not reached mainstream attention, he built a local following through street-focused music, raw visuals, and his association with other M Block affiliated artists. Pat, known for his drug addiction and disrespectful ways, on an Instagram Live, he called out 800 members, calling them different kinds of names, acting tough, not knowing they will catch him one day.
ass just went out so
look,
bad.
okay,
nigga, on my
Pat,
kids,
look, Pat,
nigga.
look, Pat,
Oh,
look,
brother,
Pat,
that shit goofy. How you go out like that on my son?
I'm
That's
saying,
goofy shit. We gon'
don't take
Oh,
y'all
back
all
when the
lie.
other niggas work,
Y'all
man.
steady
Look,
claiming
bro.
other niggas
On
work.
my
That's all
kids,
y'all
you never
do.
claiming that shit.
Y'all
You
got
know
this media shit.
that?
Y'all got this media shit. Fuck
Bro,
y'all.
Hey, look, oh, do not make me mad, bro. Don't go for that shit don't feel right.
Listen, stop playing with us, gang. Put you on the left side. Stop playing with us, gang. I'm looking.
Hey, Big Snake, you cool? You cool? That shit don't go.
Trenches. I be coming, Lil P.
Damn, my dear brother, we not fucked up about shit. We not fucked up about shit. Hold on,
bitch ass nigga.
Ain't on my brother, so
30 on
my
us.
brother,
You
so
hear me?
nigga, we got 2 apiece on us, nigga. Cardi,
man.
come get that shit back, man.
Come take
get
some
that
on
shit
my
back.
dear
And
brother,
we
nigga.
trenches,
And we in the
by
trenches,
ourselves,
nigga.
Fast forward to June 2025, Pat was caught lacking by 800 members. This is what happened. Lil Pat was supposed to meet a female at an apartment. When he arrived, Pat was met by 800 members. They caught him and pistol whipped him until he cried and made him say F his dead homies. Luckily they never shot him. What a lucky man. Let's check out the video.
Yeah, say long live TJ. Come on. All right, come on. Say fuck fast. Say fuck out, nigga. Hey, where that phone at? Yeah, where this phone? Come on, lay his ass down. Come on, stop. Lay his ass down. Get on the phone. Get on the phone. Shut the fuck up, man. Shut up, man. We ain't gonna kill you. Shut the fuck up, man. No, this ass up.
Hey, stop. We finna pop that.
Yeah, we finna pop it.
In this interview, you can see he is humble, no name calling and clout chasing. I hope he learned his lesson from that incident.
But what happened, bro? Why was some niggas on that with you, Lil Pat?
That shit, in all actuality, for real, that shit was really like my fault though, for real. Like if we being honest, you know, like cause I really wasn't even supposed to be on that side of town, you know. I was really fronting my shit, tweaking high, moving too fast, loose as hell. Front of my move, but that's what happened though. That on my son, that's what happened in the streets though. Like when you out here playing that life and shit and that lifestyle on my son, that's what come with that shit. You playing out here and thinking this shit is joking. As soon as you put your guards down on my son, a motherfucker be on your ass. Like,
okay, right. Let's just break this shit all the way down, Lil Pat. What did you go over there for in the beginning?
look, all right, okay, look, this how it happened. Look, I'm with this little bitch. I ain't gonna expose her name or none of that shit. That don't even really matter. Who it was, none of that shit. With this little bitch shit, bam. Shit, you know the rest, shit. With these hoes, tweaking. With this little bitch. Got too comfortable with this little bitch. Hey.
So basically the female backdoored you.
Know how this shit go, fool.
Damn, bro. Well, I'm glad you could tell us that, admit that, and share that with us because we be talking about street shit on DJU TV. You know that, you know.
Yeah.
And right now, I'm trying to get the viewers to know. I'm trying to get everybody to know, like, 98% of the street beef start over a female.
J-Dog comes from Chicago's East Side, specifically the area associated with NLMB, Never Leave My Brothers, No Limit, Muskegon Boys. This neighborhood is known for its deep, long-standing brotherhood culture, and many of the members grew up together since childhood. J-Dog is one of the figures who came up during the earlier stages of NLMB's formation, long before the group became nationally recognized through rap. Growing up in the No Limit community meant being surrounded by tight bonds, shared struggles, and a sense of loyalty that shaped many of the young men from that area. J-Dog developed his identity within this environment, earning respect from younger and older members alike. J-Dog served 7 years in jail, came out in 2025. After he was released, he took to rapping, releasing tracks like Who Let the Dog Out and Die Young. But tensions began inside NLMB. It seemed like G Herbo was only taking care of certain people in the gang. Other members were not happy with G Herbo, so J-Dog decided to call him out and ban G Herbo from coming back to the neighborhood.
This shit go, man. I don't want to get into it with the guy. This is not about getting into it with the guy. This is about me understanding where I'm from. Like right now, I'm on Escanaba. Like this is Faisal land because ran this shit. You know the memories. Like these niggas got all this money. You know what I'm saying? Like this what Faisal really like survived that out here. Like cuz was dirty. Look at these cribs, bro. Like look at my block. Like no bullshit. Like no bullshit. You see this shit? This shit terrible. Look at all these abandoned cribs. Like G Herbo. Come take care of this shit, folks. Like, you get too much money, folks. Like because of it, like, motherfuckers ain't got tombstones, walls knocked down, no more stoves on certain blocks on Escanaba. Like, all we asking for is, we ain't want your money, bro. Open up something, bro. Give us something. Like, you know, we can go to the store right here. We can't even go to the store no more. Like, what the fuck? How you doing? See, neighbors love us. They still, like, they know who the real, who the fake. Hey, babe, you know what I'm saying? This shit going on. You feel me? It's no more store. The wall Faisal used to be at post up right here. Like, Like, the whole store is broke down, make me want to cry. Like, y'all don't even understand. Like, where is this store at? Where is it at? The store, the green store, Bandy. Like, what the fuck? Like, you getting all this money. You talk about this shit. Like, this what you live. Faisal, like, this is MB. Y'all getting all this money. It's still bandit cribs and shit that ain't getting built out here. This shit terrible. The same crib for 20 years I used to stand on is still bandit. When we shot the fake niggas in the gangway right here on Escanaba. Yeah, you know that. See what I'm saying? You can't release her. They know who the real is. They know I'm from Faisal land. This is I've been out here for a lot of you little niggas. Y'all bapping. Come on, man. This is a rock dad, y'all. Like, look at this bro. Rock dad right here. You see this shit? Like, damn, G Herbo. You won't come. Your man's died at. Like, no bullshit. Rock died in front of the store. We can't even go in this bitch and buy liquor and do nothing. Like, this is Save Life and Exes, bro. Like, we can't do shit on our block, bro. Like, I'm just taking y'all around the hood of what's going on and why I'm so, like, threw off when he say he doing all this. When he can just open stores and don't gotta give us shit. And we just come to the store ourselves and spend our money with you and you get them back in. Like, make it make sense. Turn, though. Keep going.
Big Op and a couple of members were not having it, warning J-Dog to back off G Herbo. If you look at it this way, G Herbo was taking care of Big Op and other members but excluded members like J-Dog. That is how the gang got divided. On September 29, 2025, J-Dog and Big Op would meet in an alley where the gang usually does their activities. An argument erupted between the two. That is when a fight started. J-Dog would lay down Big Op, winning the fight. But the gang had other plans for J-Dog. Another member who went by the name G-Fabe would pull up to the scene. To show this was a backdoor, J-Dog had a gun on him but did not pull it out when he saw G-Fabe. He thought G-Fabe was going to resolve the matter by keeping peace within the gang, but immediately Fabe got close to J-Dog and Juvie. He took out two guns and shot J-Dog 6 times. Juvie was shot as well but managed to escape. Fabe, a convicted felon with a 2019 federal drug conviction, was charged in U.S. District Court with illegally possessing ammunition. Prosecutors say Fabe opened fire with a gun in each hand during a confrontation behind the 2500 block of East 78th Street. The entire attack was captured on surveillance video, providing key evidence that helped investigators identify Fabe even when Juvie did not. The footage showed a man with a pronounced limp, later identified as Fabe, arriving in a black Cadillac Escalade and walking into the alley around 3:36 p.m. He approached a group of men and appeared to get into an argument with at least one of them before pulling two handguns from his waistband. He then opened fire with both weapons, killing 26-year-old J-Dog and injuring a 17-year-old Juvie. Fabe fled the scene in the Escalade moments later. At the end of the day, these stories remind us that fame doesn't erase street politics. It often, Magn reported, it amplifies them. Trust becomes a liability, success breeds envy, and the line between family and betrayal gets thinner with money and attention involved. For these rappers, the threat wasn't always across town, it was sometimes already in the room. Let this be a reminder, in the streets and in the industry, not everyone celebrating with you wants to see you win.